but that may be what they're doing. I know I've always been an advocate for transgendered rights, as well as gay and lesbian, obviously, since I'm gay. But every time I've marched in the parade, it's been for GLBT, not just for G and L's. And it's the GLBTIQ community. So it's like GLBTQI or whatever, GLBTQI. So it's like gay, lesbian, bisexual, transgendered, questioning, intersexed. Oh, and then there's an A in there now too, A for asexual. So, which I don't think asexual should really be part of it because it's not a sexual gender or sexuality type thing. But anyway, whatever the case is, our community has embraced a great swath of people to move their rights forward. And unfortunately, I think that the transgender community has been left behind to some degree, because every time the gays get our rights, the transgenders don't always get their rights as well in the same respect. For example, in Texas, there was a while where transgender people could be I'm trying to say in Houston, I think it was Houston. In Houston, you could not discriminate against gay people, but you could discriminate against transgender people. And so I think that's been changed since then because now Houston has a lesbian mayor. It has for the past 4 years, and she's still there. But I think that sometimes they're left behind, and I think that's an issue. So anyway, hopefully that's going to be rectified and changed in the future. We'll see what happens. What else is in the news? I watched X-Men this weekend. It was really great. I got to see Hugh Jackman's beautiful body naked from behind. Gorgeous ass, by the way, getting out of bed, which I'd already knew that was going to happen. I'd seen the preview of it or something online. But it was really good. It was a really good movie. If you haven't seen X-Men, I'm sure most of you probably have, because it's very kind of gay-centric in a way, or has gay themes about it, being, they're all misfits and not loved or liked by most of society, and they have to fight for their rights, and blah, blah, blah. So it has definite parallels with the gay movement and gay rights. But it was a really great movie, and if you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. It changes everything. The movie does. Everything kind of gets reset, so to speak. And people's lives get changed dramatically as a result of this movie. So I can't wait to the next one. I'm sure there'll be another one. I haven't read all of the X-Men books or whatever, so I don't know exactly what's going on with it. But I mean, what happens in the end, but or if that was the end, I don't know. But it was really good. Hugh Jackman was great, of course, Patrick Stewart and what's his face? Oh my God, my brain. I'm getting old. By the way, that reminds me. On Saturday, I'm turning 39 years old. 39 years old. 39 years old on Saturday. So I'm going to be old. I'm still old, but I'm going to be officially old in a year from Saturday. I'll be 40 in a year. So I am working really hard to get all of my life's resolutions completed. When I was younger, I had a list of things I wanted to accomplish, and I've accomplished every single one of them before I was 40. And, I've done everything I've wanted, everything that I had set out to do in my life, I've accomplished. And I feel very proud of that. And so as I turn 39 on Saturday, I don't feel fear that it's only 1 year away from 40. I just feel like I'm getting old, which I am. But it's amazing to me because how fast time passes by, how quickly time moves on. I mean, I can't believe I'm 39 years old on Saturday. That's just fascinating to me because I just seems like yesterday I was in college. It seems like yesterday I was in high school. It seems like yesterday. It's amazing. Just time moves on so quickly. And they say, and it's very true, the older you get, the faster time moves, it seems, and the faster the years move by. It's true, I look up, it's right now, it's already fucking June. It was just fucking January, Christmas not too long ago, it feels like, or Thanksgiving. And it's like, the years just keep passing by and flying by faster and faster and faster. So it just makes you want to accomplish all of the things you haven't already. So the only thing I haven't accomplished is that I have set out to do. One thing I haven't is to have kids by the time I'm 40. So maybe the next year I'll have kids or adopt or something. We will. I don't know. That's really dependent upon some things with my husband. If he straightens out some things about himself, if he does, then I will have kids. If he doesn't, then I'm not. I don't want to have them by myself. I want to have someone to raise them with. And so I'm definitely going to set out to do that, hopefully. And looking into doing that starting soon, and looking into adoption agencies, looking into that type of thing. I mean, we're going to do the surrogacy thing, but it's so fucking expensive. I could literally buy another house for the price of surrogacy. Excuse me. If I had 2 kids, it would cost $200,000+ at least. So, I could add a story on my house. I could buy 4 Mercedes Benzes or 3 maybe, or BMWs or whatever. I mean, it's like, it's so expensive. And there's so many kids out there that need homes that are existing. And I've been thinking about it, whether I wanted to adopt an older child, because they are the ones that typically age out of the system and are not, are not left there. Or are left there until they age out, until they're 18 or 21 years old. And because they're 5 or because they're 7 or 8 or 10 or 12 or 15 or whatever. And the only reason that I think a lot of people don't is because they want to have a child that they can shape and mold into someone that they want as their own, obviously. And they don't have the baggage of being left and abandoned and living in foster care and anything that's been drilled into their minds already, prejudices, or ideas about religion or whatever that have already been kind of programmed into them. And so I certainly understand that. And that's my fear, is that I don't want to adopt a child who's already been programmed to be homophobic or highly evangelical, a Christian or a Republican or whatever. I want to have a kid that I can immerse in the things that I believe. And so that's why I want a younger child. And I'm thinking under 5 would be fine. But I always feel so bad because I'm thinking, wow, we really should adopt a kid that is like, 8 or 10 or 11 or something like that. But then when I think about adopting a kid that's like 12 or 15 or something, it's like, well, there's only 3 more years before they go to college, and then I have to pay for college right away, and I have no time to save for their own college fund or whatever. And so it's just so I have all these things in my mind. And that's the thing about being a gay person and wanting to be a gay parent, is that you have to plan ahead. Unlike heterosexuals who don't have to plan ahead, they can just accidentally have a kid and then oops, they're stuck with it. So whatever situation that kid's born into, they're born into. You can't go back. Whereas with a gay person, regardless of whether you want to plan or not, you have to plan. And you can't just be surprised by a kid, because it happens by accident. So, and which is a good thing, because you want the kid and the kid's wanted and loved and you're prepared for it financially and everything else. But I'm such a preparer that I'm preparing myself out of the whole idea together, because I don't want to ever bring a kid into a situation that's not perfection. And I don't mean perfection, because nothing's perfect, but I mean, a situation that is that's going to give them the best opportunities in life to launch them in their life, whether they're 5 years old or 15 or whatever. So anyway, I'm not sure what's going to happen with that, but we'll see. But anyway, yes, so 39 on Saturday. And Saturday I'm spending the day with family, friends, and going out and eating out and whatever. I was going to go to the park and just we're going to have a picnic and stuff because it's so beautiful, but it's so fucking hot this coming Saturday. It's going to be like 96 degrees on Saturday. So I'm probably not going to do that or go to the lake or anything. But who knows? We'll do a lot of stuff, and I'm sure I'll have cake and fun stuff like that for my 39th birthday, but we'll see what happens. By the way, if you are living in Dallas, Texas, or going to be in Dallas, Texas this Saturday, my birthday weekend, I may or may not be interviewing the illustrious Jason Dotley. If we do end up going to Razzle Dazzle Dallas, which I've been to before, haven't been in many years since I was probably 20 years old, because it's really kind of a young person's thing. It's dancing, it's kind of a street party or whatever, and if you want, so if we end up going to that, I might actually end up interviewing. He said I could interview him if I came to his show. He's going to be performing live his song "Love Story," which I played on this show before, and I interviewed him on the cruise show that I was part of previously a few months back. So he's cool and he was happy with it. So, but by the way, if you're interested in actually participating in his show, he's looking for 4 volunteers or 4 more volunteers, males and females, to be in his show, and they're going to include people of all races, creeds, colors, shapes, and sizes. Doesn't matter if you're skinny or fat or fit or whatever, to dance with him. And if you are interested in doing it, you can contact him on jasondotley.com, and he'll be happy to give you details on that. So be sure to check that out if you're interested. So I think that's all I want to talk about today. I just wanted to do a quick show today since I have to be busy tomorrow. I'll be back with Brain Purge later in the week, and I'll be back with Acoustic Mass as well. Thanks for listening to the show, and I'll be back, as I said, later in the week. If you want to call in the future, by the way, the number is 214-377-0481. During a show, you can always call in live and talk to me. And be sure to like me on Facebook, on Twitter, and on Spreaker.com. Thanks for listening. Good night. Good day.